Evening, welcome to eRepair. So I have a little bit of a fun one tonight. Well, I'm hoping it's a fun one in a mysterious envelope. So I ordered this from eBay for all of £10. This is a Joycon. It's a bit of a funny one. So the seller writes in their description that they've had an attempt at repairing it, been unsuccessful, and given up. And by the looks of what they say, they were just trying to replace one of the buttons. So let's just open this carefully. I'm expecting this to be pretty much a bag of screws. Excellent. That's exactly what we got. So in their description, they say they've tried to repair it, they've been unsuccessful, and yeah, they've ended up in this state. So I don't know if this works, if this doesn't work. They say it does, so hopefully it will, but they say they've tried to take it apart and put it back together, been unsuccessful. So let's just have a quick look at what we've got here. So we've got our Joy-Con there. I don't even know what that is. I don't think that's even part of it. Let's disconnect the battery. So yeah, they just shipped it as they've taken it apart, sort of thing, so, and said they've been unable to put it back together. It does look like, for the most part, it's all here. There's a few bits of damaged plastic and things under there. That looks pretty gunky, so it might be worth a replacement. The spring and everything's all there. Just on initial inspection, it looks like we do have everything. It's just missing screws there by the looks of it. Let's just get this last bit disconnected from this, and then we can have a proper inspect of everything. This just pulls out, if I remember rightly. There we go. There we go, perfect. So I've only got 3 of the buttons. There's a home button. So we are missing components here as well. Double check it's not in the envelope. No, it's not in the envelope. So let's see what we've got and what we need to get. So let's put that the right way. And I will get ordering some bits. So I would say this probably goes over here somehow. I'm not sure how, but we'll go with that for now. No, it don't fit that way, so we'll go the other way. There we go. So we've got, let's grab my other Joy-Con remote here. I haven't got one, actually. Let's just quickly find a picture of one and I know where all the buttons go. So I should have X at the top. So where's my X? There's my X. No, but that doesn't want to go in there, so I'd say X. Maybe it doesn't go there. Let's turn this over. I thought X went at the top. Let's just find a quick picture of another Joy-Con so that we can see. Yeah, X definitely does go at the top. Let's go a very specific way around because the notches, there we are. And then Y goes on this side. So let's put it the right way, so that's the right way up. Oh, that was the right way out. We'll just keep spinning it and eventually it will get in there. So it can only go in one way. Saying that actually, is it go that side? Just look at this, so I got this right way around. So no, Y goes in there, sorry I got this the wrong way around. But the button's just fallen out as well. So we go, that's there. Get our A in, which goes on that side. That one's easy. Put our home button back in. So I'm going to need to order a screw set for one of these. Because we're not going to get very far without that. That's our plus. Let's have a look at that one. It's annoying, unfortunately they all go back in a very specific way. I'm missing loads of screws here. I used to think I am. It's back in there. And then we've got a lock from the back there. Let's put that one over the top of that. Let's just stick this over the top of here for the minute so the buttons don't fall back out. So that's where we're at the minute. That's our mid frame. Oh, there's another screw there. Hey, an extra one. That needs to go back in there. Like that. Let's just see if we can get this to sit in its notch properly. So I can at least assemble that bit. So that's one screw job. So that's that short one there. Right, so that's back. Just make sure that button presses. Yeah, it does. Good. And we've got a joystick. Now that is going to go. Let's bring this back round. So we can figure out whether that's going to go that way round. Because it's going to clip up into this clip up here. Let's just lift this back off. Put that in. So this should just push through like that. We're definitely missing screws though, because I don't have all the ones I need. Oh, sugar. Okay, we'll sort that out in a minute. I think these little gold ones, if I remember rightly, go into the bit there. So that's looking a bit better already. So the next thing we're going to do is pop this back into here. I'm going to carefully lift that cable out of the way so that we can put this board down. Just do that more carefully than that. I don't know how much of this works and how much of it doesn't. It has been listed as fully working, but the fact that they took it apart would say to me it's probably not. Right. That joystick doesn't look right. So we're missing the board screws, definitely. So we should have two screws that sit into the board. I'm not too worried about the minute. I'd rather just make sure that it actually works so we can come back to that. There are some standoffs that sit in there that we can screw down onto, so it's not too bad. Right, let's just reconnect this. I'm also not sure where the Wi-Fi cable sits because it's got to go somewhere. I think it was the joystick they were trying to replace, truth be told. I hope this board's not fixed down. Right, so I've got a tri-wing now. Just get a couple of screws in here, this should hold everything in position, and we just need to test and see what's working and what isn't. I think what I'll probably do is order a new set of plastics up for this one, and a full screw set, and at least I can test it properly. Right. Well, it's not held together very well, but then I'm missing half the screws, so I've got a couple of other screws here as well which I can put in just to hold it, which are wrong ones, but it might fit. Yeah, they do. I'm still going to order a screw set because I'd rather have all the right ones in there instead of it being bodged. There you go, perfect. So we're still missing a button, we need a full set of screws, and I don't know if it works. So let me grab a switch and we'll go from there. Right, so I've got my switch, so let's just take my Joy-Con off the side, let's grab our donor one, and we'll see what happens. No, I don't know how flat this is, so yeah, my switch is not detecting it at the minute, but then it may be completely flat. So let's just go into controllers. What I think I'm going to do is give this some time and see if it charges. And All the buttons do work. I'd be annoyed if it didn't come on. So I'll give this some time and see if it takes some charge on from the switch, and we'll go from there. Maybe I'll put it into a dock and see if it charges up, and I'll come back to it. Okay, I'll come back to you shortly. So unfortunately, in this instance, it didn't fix the problem. It didn't charge when connected to the switch. So now I'm going to take it back apart, and I've got another battery here out of another switch that I'm going to try in it and just see if it wants to turn on. But I'm not holding my breath, and this screw also appears to be stuck now, which is brilliant. No, it's just spinning freely, so I'd imagine that will come out if we give it a little bit of a prod. Okay, that's there. Just see if we can get this side out. Unfortunately, it doesn't want to catch, so let's see if I can put some pressure behind it and do it with some pressure up there. It's sort of moving. Let's just try it with a crosshead instead of a tri-wing. It just does not want to come out. I wonder if I can just get to it enough to test it. Let's just see if we can disconnect the battery again. We can, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it back in there without getting the screw out. Which is going to mean breaking it. Let's see if we can get something in here to pry it up. It's not looking very good. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. I'm going to replace these plastics anyway, so there we are. That's not really what I wanted to do, but whatever. Everything is still connected though, so right, let's just lift this out. There we go. The vibrate notice come out with it, which is slightly annoying because I don't want it in the half because it's right in the way now. There we are. Cool. I think that our reason we're not charging is this cable here, because there's no clip on it. So let's just grab my replacement one. Let's put that out of the way. Here's my replacement. Let's pop that in. This one has got charge in it as well, so let's see if we can get this to play ball. Initially, I'm just going to test it and see if it comes on, and then we'll worry about everything else in a minute. So if it doesn't come on, then we've got a bigger problem here. Just put you down. Move this out of the way. Let's grab another tool. So after a bit of fiddling, I managed to get the battery connection in. So see if we're live. Well, that's never a good sign. Got no power there at all. Okay, let's just double check that was 100% the right battery. I'll just do one more swap. I'm sure it was. There's the other one. Which means this board is potentially dead. It's not what I wanted. But then saying that, this cable's being just as much of a pain to get in, so I could have got a live one. Let's use a bigger end on this. I could have just been using the wrong battery, but I don't think I am. Come on in here. Unfortunately, this is a real pain in the bum to get these batteries into place. because they are so small and you are working in such a confined space. So nearly there. I'll just give it a bit more of a wiggle. I'm working at doctor's surgery. This is a tiny amount of room. Nearly there. Actually, do you know what? My connector is up the wrong way as well, which is never good. Right. Take 3.5. Right, there we go, we're in. Let's see if we've got any life. That's the main controller. Oh, yeah. I think we got, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. We got power, which is good, so this does work. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to order up a new clip for there, because I think this clip is not doing us any favours. On the board. So I don't think this connector is staying in properly. See that, in fact, actually, if I get it the wrong way, you are, look, now it's making proper contact. It's flashing away quite merrily. See that? So I think that clip is broken. So let me see if I can get another clip from somewhere to fix that connector, and we'll go from there. So I'll order up some parts, and then I will come back for the final part of the video. Right, so we are a few days on from where we were. I've ordered some bits and bobs, and a little bit of a story behind this, but it is actually working now. So where we're at, I ended up having to take this connector partially off and fitting a new clip. So that was, as I said, I was going to do. So I fit the new clip, I reconnected this. I don't know why I didn't film it. But long story short, I still was getting the same issue where it was very intermittently flashing away and was not actually doing as expected. So from there on, I went back on eBay. In fact, actually, no, I didn't. I went to Z Labs in the end, and I ordered a new button part, and I also ordered a new dock connector, and have since fitted those. So I'll show you what I've changed. So I've changed this part here, which is the dock, and this part here, which is all the buttons. But in essence, all you do is you unscrew the two screws here and here, and you pop out your buttons, and take this piece off, and then just transfer it to the new one. So I've got a few donor parts anyway for future going, and plus it looks a bit tidier now as well, which is a little bit of a bonus. But that was a few more quid than I expected to spend, so this has been turning into a bit of a pricey job, and it would have been almost cheaper to buy a whole new Joy-Con. But so at this point, we've now fixed this thing. We're still missing screws from this controller quite a lot. I have taken the vibrate motor out just so I can fix this, which I do have here. I'm not going to worry about fitting that back in for the minute. I know that does work. So if we just slot this back in here now, as you can see, it is merrily flashing away. And it is very much detected by my my switch, which is great. So there's still a little bit of work to be done. As you can see, there's things missing, and we're missing a few screws, and I need to replace this joystick. This video is very much long enough at this point though, so I don't want to spend any more time filming this. As it stands, I'm happy that this is working. It does sync up absolutely fine with my Switch. There is a few bits missing, so we do need a button. We do need a new joystick. There is a few screws missing, so I will follow on from this video with another one as well, just recapping everything I've done, and there's a couple of other changes that I'd like to do as well, so I will show you all of that. I must excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough now as well, which is just brilliant. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've learned something. It's shown you a bit about how to repair these Joy-Cons. If you found it useful, please drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, leave us any questions you have, and I will do my best to answer them. I do try and respond to everyone I can. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.